So, hi everyone, happy winter equinox if you're watching this, and or whenever if you're watching it after. So I have actually got loads of decks where I've got winter solstice in it, and it's really annoying me that most of the time I don't get the finger out to actually find these decks, and that's one of these times. So yeah, it's kind of amazing I'm on camera again filming this because yeah, I'm just totally in hermit mode already, and I'm ready to just have like a break to myself, not channeling and filming and stuff. And although I had wanted to bring that to a close ideally tonight, I think I'm going to break my own rules and film some tomorrow, because but if I don't, it's fine. Oh, for fuck that fucking alarm. I'm honestly getting, I wouldn't chuck out the window, but it's really doing my tits in. But I think it's to get across the message that that's like the alarm bells are going off in your head or your person's head, and it's just like, you know, you just can't turn it off, because you'll see in the one I just filmed for tonight, the alarm kept going off. It was really annoying, but it was reminding me of my food shop, but it was part of it. It went with the message. So anyway, if you're new, my name's Claire, welcome. If you're here all the time, thank you for being here whenever you're guided here, and I appreciate you. And yes, thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting when the comments are on, but they're off just now. Yeah, and so like I said, I'd really wanted to film some hypnosis before I broke away too. So that's what I mean. If I get the energy, I will do that tomorrow, because I've got a client tonight, so I just don't think it's going to happen tonight. But if I don't, those will be the first things that I get back to on the 7th of January, or like that week. But it's just, yeah, ran out of time, ran out of energy, and you know, I think it would just be kind of, I don't want to be doing it when you can tell I don't want to be doing it. So anyway, what have we got? This one's for the winter equinox. Winter solstice, you know what I mean, the change of seasons. So every year for like the past 10 years, I've shared this podcast, which is called Seasons. So I doubt that this year will be any different, unless I forget. But yeah, it's I love it. And whenever I share it, I end up listening again and I always get something from it. So, and it's just really about, you know, accepting that something's come to an end, and, you know, it means that a new beginning's round the corner. So yeah, you can listen to yourself. I'll put it in the community tab. And even if you've listened to it before when I've shared it, you know, listen to it again, because it is, if you feel guided to, because it can be really insightful, you know what I mean, with different things. Right, so Sun will be going into Capricorn, so things feel a wee bit more serious, and yeah, things feel a bit more serious. You can want to treat a wee bit more. Hard work. Oh wow, I've just realised something. I've titled the video that I've done for tonight something about, basically it was getting across, like, I hope you realise how scared this person was to reach out to you, and if they managed to do it, it's like climbing Mount Everest, you know, that was the kind of energy. But I couldn't fit that all in, so I wrote something like, you know, I hope you realise how much fear this person's moved through, you know what I mean. And the thing is, if you're divine feminine, female or male, you do realise, because you've had to move through that fear too, and you will have probably had a moment where you have reached out and told them how you really feel, and you were terrified, so you do realise. If you don't, you know, I don't know what journey you've been on, but that's that's what I've been through. That's what I've been through, and it's, yeah. I can think. I suppose, yeah, I can think of quite a lot of people actually, where it's just not. it isn't that scenario. So whatever, again, I really honestly, I mean, I can't be really going into that, but that's what I'm picking up on just now. So what have we got? Balance of the light and the dark. Shamanic healer. Whenever I pull this card, depending on what I'm talking about, usually it's like their sign that you need to get to a shamanic healer. And hello, you're looking at one. I do lots of other things, but there are lots of other shamanic healers you can go to. You might be a shamanic healer, of course. I attract a lot of other shamanic healers. Cleansing and attunement, but also it can be, so basically you need a shamanic clearing, a healing. And again, it's not a coincidence, I actually have got a session a few hours from now, the last session of this year, so that's quite interesting, isn't it? Yeah, that's quite a big thing. And it is a man as well, so that might, you know, it's because I do help, I'm like, it's a man, I do help men as well, but I help a lot more, way more females, and the females that are attracted to me are in the divine masculine energy, and so I help them balance their divine feminine and their divine masculine energy, like soften, you know, more into that receiving energy, and then a mixture of the males that get drawn to me are, some are in the divine feminine energy, but some are actually, more so this year, I've attracted some of the men that are actually in the divine masculine energy. So that's been really amazing too. And so I don't know about the man I'm speaking to later, so I'll find out. In fact, actually, with the man I'm speaking to later, I don't even know. Yeah, so again, I'm keeping it anonymous, but they might not even be a twin flame, so we'll just see. So, but yes, cleansing and attunement, shamanic healing, I just feel there's a need for that there. Divine presence, the force of love and creation, so calling on that divine presence around you. So it could just be like, you know, you're praying for healing, and, you know, also actually, that's really interesting because it is anonymous, I could say that. Yeah, the way I've sort of come about to do that is kind of like that, actually, that it's, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, if that person's like, you know, I was putting out, I just didn't know where to go when I was putting out the thought, because like the way I've serendipitously come to be doing this is a bit like that, so that's quite interesting. That's probably what it means. So if you're watching this, and particularly if you are a man actually, and again, you don't need to be on the twin flame journey, because I'm being open-minded that, you know, this might just be somebody that's going through a dark night of soul and needing support with ascension, spiritual awakening, just, you know, all that kind of stuff. But low-key, we know, guys, and again, it's quite funny because I'm thinking, you know, that the same person that I have that session with might later on watch this at some point, I'm not sure, but it's kind of like, I'll just be open, because I know that at some point I'm going to start attracting people that aren't on the twin flame journey. But can you imagine, for 10 years it has been the case that everybody that books me is on the twin flame journey. So people inquire, and that's different. People inquire and they're not a twin flame, they don't end up booking. It's like, you know, they're just sort of guided away, because it's not that I can't help you, it's just, it's more pressing for me to help twin flames, because that's what I'm here to do. Anyway, so, but it's just a good sign is what I'm saying. When the men are coming forward for any type of healing, I think it's a really good sign. So, proud of you and good for you if you're doing that, whatever age you are. And we've got sensitivity and strength, yeah, because it makes you, yeah, exactly, tapping the forces within. When you're able to reach out to a healer with sensitivity, and so it basically takes strength to honour your own sensitivity, especially being a man in this world, or women that are taught to be really strong, you know what I mean? It's like it takes a lot of strength, and it helps you tap into the forces within yourself when you're accessing your own divine feminine, your own feelings, your eternal spirit, higher self, sacred intuition. Yeah, there's a lot of men that are realising, actually, I want to get more in touch with my feelings, I want to get more in touch with my intuition, like I need support, I need help with this. Universal child. When a child's eyes lives with, within a child's eyes lives a universe where innocence is guided by love and trust has no boundaries. So again, you are a child of the universe, you're worthy of love. Rainbow priestess, trust your intuition, it's the language of the soul, a natural connection to your divinity. So there's obviously a lot about trusting your intuition here. Trust your intuition, particularly those of you that are the divine masculine, male or female, that are awakening in a big way and you're being led to your twin, because winter solstice is about the balance of the light and dark. It is, you know, very much yin yang energy, so it's a very pivotal time of feeling inner union, as well as the intensity, actually. This day's very intense, like the days leading up to the change of season is very intense. I found it alright because I've really protected and hermited my energy, but I've noticed other people being nippy, like tetchy to each other, online and offline. More online, actually, I've noticed it. It's like a roller coaster of emotions, of course, because we're still in the Mercury retrograde shadow too. And because we had the full moon on the day Mercury came out of retrograde, so that was a lot of big energy. So well done for surviving that week. Now you've got to survive Christmas on a Scorpio moon. But no, that's what I was. My dad was just shouting down the phone. He was like, "It's just us." Do you know what I mean? And I'm like, "Oh, that's interesting, just us." Because I'm like, "Well, who else is it going to be?" But no, we're going to have a nice wee quiet Christmas, and I'll have an even quieter Christmas when I come home and I'm all by myself. But I'll just watch probably the same films I watch every Christmas. Uncle Buck, the one I watched the other day, Father of the Bride 1 and 2, love them. These are all the Christmas films I like. Love Actually, you've got to watch Love Actually. I've already watched that this year. Can never watch that too much. Maybe The Holiday. I mentioned that in the video I done earlier. Did watch that not long ago though. But yeah, that when I said Just Us, it reminds me of the. God, remember I was channeling that a few weeks ago all the time. That could have relevance. Just Us, James Arthur. Actually, that would really go with the channeling earlier. There's a lump in my throat. It won't let me speak. You've been asking to talk. I've been putting it off. Yeah, so you can listen to that yourself, but the whole feeling of that song is somebody that doesn't want to involve anybody else in you and them now. So however that resonates for you. Fuck's sake, you're making enough noise out there. Fuck's sake. Oh wow, yeah, an awakened masculine. See what I mean? Guys, they don't fuck about when they talk through me. If you're new, the guides, the angels, God, loved ones of spirit, talk through me. What did I mention? Yin yang. What did I mention? Well, I was leading up to that, was talking like a divine masculine. So on the winter solstice, the balance of the yin yang, some of the divine masculine are fully stepped into their divine masculine energy. They might have already even came forward to some of the divine feminines. Self-responsibility buckles you firmly into a driver's seat of your own life's direction. So wait a minute. No idea where the eyes are going on that, but and Sacred Mother. The seeds of your creations are blossoming, time to birth the new with hope and enthusiasm. And so again, it's like something's ending for these new connections to, actually that would be good, for these new connections to be born. And that's the one I pulled last night when I got off my session. These connections are being birthed. Partnership, contract, commitment. That talks about somebody is about to come into your life as well. So, right, what else do we need? Don't want to make these too long because, oh yeah, do you know what? Right, these are Russian roulette cards. So this is a mixed bag. Now I bought these 2 years ago, right, and these were not cheap. There's a few of my cards that were really expensive. Actually, yeah, because they're really expensive and they're really expensive. And I don't know. I don't know that I'm overly keen on these. It's just some of them are quite brutally honest, and some of them are really lovely. And I did see when I found these, when I was trying to find the ones with like the winter solstice, I thought, and I can't explain how I know. I've just always been like this. I just know what ones to use. They just pull my hands to it because it's not me. They're just guiding me. But where I do have a skill is, to like relay the messages. If it really just depends, because sometimes I just push myself away, and most of the time I'm just pushing myself away and letting them give the message. But I've had to work hard to be a clear channel, you know what I mean? But I was always really quite a clear channel anyway, and then it's just the more I've cleared my own trauma and healed my inner self and all that, so I'm a bit different from the way you might hear other people explain their journey. Like, I have always been very psychic. I just got even more psychic when I went through my dark night of soul and my, many different shifts. But anyway, let's just see. So this might pick up on like awakened masculines that are going towards their feminines, but this could also pick up on masculines that are Asleep in the Matrix is not ready, so let's just see. What have we got? I miss what we had in the past. I often reminisce about those times, yeah. So that actually would fit. And I think that would actually fit with when I was referencing that song there. Because, you know, it's like somebody coming out of denial, you know, and it's really takes a lot of strength to come forward. Past life karma is causing a deep rejection fear I'm not even consciously aware of. Wow, see what I mean? They are. I'll use them more because they are really good, and I've never actually seen anyone else using them. I was about to say, have I even seen the creator? I might have, I will have seen her using them at some point, but even she doesn't use them that much. That's quite funny. But yeah, so that's like, you know, a mixture of people that are reminiscing about the past and people that are not, you know, even consciously aware yet. So you can't, I was going to say you can't blame them, but the thing is, I don't like blame and shame and guilt anyway, because I just feel it's so toxic, and it's what a lot of, you know, when I itch my nose, that's ancestors coming in. It's that's what's wrong with a lot of society: blame and shame and guilt. You know, I can't stand it. You know, take personal responsibility for your own life, your own happiness. You know, stop putting the blame on other people, projecting. You know, take take responsibility for your part in it. You can either be the victim or you can be the victor, and that really is just that's the truth. I've been there in my life too, though. I've played victim mode and all that as well, but nobody's coming to save you, kind of thing. You know what I mean? There are healers and that, but it's kind of like there's loads of healers out there, but if you don't actually take the initiative to go and get the healing, you're not going to heal. You can do healing yourself, but I mean, this is the thing. Like that, taking initiative doesn't even need to be paying a healer. You could actually go and find a free YouTube video, free hypnosis. Like I've got free hypnosis, free shamanic healing. I mixed all mine up, kind of thing. All my card reading videos are not just card reading. I weave all my, you know, healing into it. You know, there's loads of different things you can listen to. But if you don't take the initiative, if you don't think you need it and blah, 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 then, you know, you're not going to heal. But those people that, you know, arguably the people that do invest in the healing sessions, and it's not only just because it's investing in yourself, but it's investing in the healers as well, that, you know, we need to make a living to keep ourselves going. But it's also like, I feel it's also, you know, yeah, it's honouring yourself, but it's also honouring all the people that are out here, like, helping people, you know what I mean? It's because that's what I'm always really grateful when people, you know, book anything with me or invest in me, because you know, you've picked me out of someone else you could have went to. But it's like I always say, identify what it is you need, and then identify who's going to be able to help you with that. And if you're a twin flame and you need help with, need enough anything, and I can say that I've been helping twin flames for over 10 years and I've helped thousands of people. There's not anything I can't help somebody with, because we're going to your guides. So we'll go into a shamanic journey, we'll ask your guides what it is you need healing with, you know what I mean? But in some circumstances, you know, if I did identify, like, it's more like I would help you something, and then if there's someone else of actually you could really do with a help in this area too, like, say it's like, I don't know, financial advisor or something, and I might know somebody in that field, you know, blah blah blah. I'm quite good with like connecting people with others, because true shamans do, you know, we know a lot of people and you can connect people to. So I was holding on too tight and it was too painful. So perhaps in the past you might be the person that was holding on too tight and it was scaring you, this intense love, and so you had to get away from it, to get some breathing room. And that can be for years or decades in some people's cases, you know. It's just it's too intense. I was too, oh yeah, that's the one I saw when I picked up the deck. I was too afraid to tell you how much I love you. So with those two cards, that really does feel like it's abandonment stuff or rejection wounds, or, you know, it's kind of like, so say someone had been rejected in the past or even in a past life and you've got a strong memory of it. It's like, it's just basically this, it scared your person or you, how strongly you felt for them or they felt for you. You deserve so much more than what I could give you right now. And, you know, that's so interesting, because I was thinking about it earlier. It's like a lot of the divine masculines, you know, they don't run because they don't love you. They run because they love you and they know that they're not going to be able to give you what it is you deserve, and they're not going to treat you right. And so, yeah, you know, I can't put my life on hold like this anymore. But I mean, so we don't know how to take that. That could be, so somebody had to move on because, yeah, you know what I mean, move on to some, you know, but that could also be, I can't put my life on hold anymore and I want to be with you. Oh, this is the one, this is the one I don't like. This lifetime is the only one mission in many. Wait a minute, this lifetime is only one mission in many. We're a team and we'll reconnect on our homeland. Fuck that card. Let's pretend we never saw it. This is not all in your imagination, it's real. Right, I've had enough of them because I don't know, I find them a bit depressing. So, but maybe some of that spoke to you. It's not about me, so, you know. Right. I do share a lot of my own findings, research, and yeah, and my own feelings too. It's just, again, that's what's unique about me too. It's you either get it or you don't, and like I said, if you don't get it and you don't like it, you don't need to watch. Sorry for being so harsh, that's the way it came out, but but yeah, it's the way they've always made my channel. So be optimistic. Keep in mind that you create your reality. You can't attract love with a negative mindset. Yeah, and I think that's why I'm saying that about those cards. I find them yeah, I don't know. I don't like some of the wording on them. Difficulties. Jealousies from others may serve as obstacles to success of connection. We know this. And because this is for the winter equinox, solstice, fuck's sake, winter solstice, or summer solstice, actually, if you're in other parts of the world. Yeah, jealous people, you know, it's like insecure pals and stuff and family will try to plant the seed of doubt in you about your person. And a lot of the time it can be because they're annoyed that they can't get a connection like that, you know. And in some extreme cases it can actually be because, yeah, they're jealous of like, oh, how have you attracted somebody like that loves you that much? I don't have someone in my life that loves me that much. I've spoke about before that I've definitely had instances where I can feel that energy, or I've actually, yeah, I've sensed it in people. Yeah, like I just, yeah, I've got my idea who would do that around mine. You need to be grateful for the love already present in your life to attract more of it. Open yourself to others. This is how you will create new friendships and attract a new relationship. Pay attention to the signs. The synchronicities you've been noticing are not coincidences. Yeah, so for me to be saying it like that, that must be a bit, well, we know it's a thing, but specifically just be very careful of close friends or people around you. If you're in a good place and want to contact your person and they're encouraging you for whatever reason not to, like, what has it got to do with them? You know what I mean? Open yourself to others. This is how you will create new friendships and attract a love relationship. Again, look what it's talking about, friends, it's talking about love. Why is a friend keeping you away from an opportunity with love if you've made your mind up? And why would you allow somebody to change your mind? Pay attention to red flags again. Know the warning signs of what an unhealthy connection looks like. But in this case, the unhealthy connection isn't the twin flame. The unhealthy connection is the friend encouraging you away, or whoever it is, family member, an ex. I feel stupid when I feel it's stupid when I say an ex, because I'm like, does anybody actually listen to their ex? Anyway, some people do though. Some people are, I mean, like, I just don't know how real it is if you're friends with an ex. Like, there's always some, not always, but I think most of the time it would be very kind of, you could be amicable, but would you take love advice from an ex? I think that would be a wee bit risky. Even if they don't want you, the likeliness that they don't want you to be happy with someone else is very high. Right, the feminine wants to say, keep going, you're closer than you think. So again, masculine in particular, you might feel you're a long way off a reunion or a union, but you're not so far off as you think. And I will never reject you, that's your own fear. That's interesting what I said about the fear of rejection. We're a power couple and I'm proud to be yours. Look at what my throat done as well. So this person could find it kind of hard to speak up when they come forward. I'm just going to pull a few more and then I'm going to end this because I do want to film a few more videos. So for over the festive period, what have we got? So we've got trust and twin flame. ask, listen, allow, everything's possible. Yeah, so no matter what is going on your journey right now, just know that everything is possible when it comes to twin flames. Wait a minute. Nah, we already got the thumbnail, didn't we? Divine Masculine one. And it's, Christmas, like I said, that's from a film. Christmas is a time to forgive. It sounds like Love Actually or something. So we've got time to forgive, heal abandonment, time to forgive. Yeah, between twin flames, absolutely. If it feels like the right time, it is a time to forgive. I just like to add the realistic buffer on that is don't feel the pressure to reconnect with people from your past that you don't want to, like anyone from your past that you don't want to, whether that's friends or family or anyone, just because they might want to do that and they feel it's like you might not want to do that right now, you might not ever want to do it, and that's okay and you're allowed to do that. I'm just don't know who needs to hear that. Doesn't mean you need to be nasty. And if you're anything like me, like you might have forgiven a long time ago, but you don't, you've not got a desire to have a connection there again, because like I feel it's what they're saying, because this is how I personally feel too. Once the trust has been broken there by somebody, particularly if it's a friend or a family member, it's very hard to smash a plate and then put the plate back together, isn't it? And you could be like, yeah, well, like that's the same with twin flame, but like I always say, your twin flame is the other half of you. So to turn your back on the other half of you, it's not a wee, it's a much bigger deal than cutting the cords and not wanting anything to do with anyone else in your life. You know what I mean? It would, you could literally get ill actually by not wanting to ever mend that bond within yourself. And that actually doesn't even mean that you need to be in a relationship with them. It would be wise to talk to them. It really just depends what's went on in your connection. But I would hope and I would pray for a lot of twins, by the time the Divine Masters get to that point, it would be reunions that lead to physical unions, and you're healing that within yourself, deep, right? Ancestors are coming in strong, me itching my nose that much. What have we got? Yes, exactly. And the card flies out. Phoenix rising moment, fire of transformation, radical purification, violet flame, surrendering, resurrection. So if you're not around here all the time, you won't know that I heal with the violet flame every single day. I'm very connected to Saint Germain and Lady Portia, the twin flames that work with the violet flame. So amongst others, Mary Magdalene Jesus. I've actually got Mary Magdalene Jesus cards sitting there because I'm going to do them for the Christmas Day message. What else have we got for the winter solstice? Heart, or whatever solstice is for you. Heart of Ascension, expansion, love for all, playfulness, release the past. Yeah. So whatever the releasing the past means to you, release the past, release the pain and forget the past, release the past. Well, forget the past is a bit of a different one, isn't it? You might, whatever, release the past. You can forgive, but you might not forget. But that can sometimes be a bit of a toxic saying, can't it? Forgive and forget. I don't know, it really just depends. If you've got a heavy Scorpio, you're not likely to forget anyway, but you can forgive. And what I would say is forgive, you might not forget, but don't hold a grudge and resentment and all that. It's just however you take that. But yeah, release the past, and definitely release anyone from your past that was trying to hold you back from being your biggest and best, brightest self. Multiple dimensions, timelines, be you. Don't even try to fit in. Yeah, basically anyone that was dimming your light. I feel you. If you're connecting with this, I feel you've got a very galactic soul, and you're connecting with these galactic light codes that are coming in. If anybody watches my videos for the whole duration, or especially if you tune into everything and you get what I'm saying, you're meant to be here to receive the light codes that I'm passing on through every single video that I'm doing. It's it's light code activations, it's light language, it's like your soul understands it, your mind doesn't need to. It's a frequency. If you resonate with my frequency, you resonate with my frequency. Rest, reintegration of divine portals. You could be getting a bit of a rest over Christmas, like myself. But I know those of you with kids around you, that might be a bit of a busier time. Share space, telepathy, co-creation, communion, honouring. This is just a reminder that for those of you that are in twin flame separation, which will still be a lot of us over the Christmas period, and beyond, really depending, on when it's your union's divinely timed. Just remember how strong that telepathy is there, and all of us are going to really be homing in on the telepathy at this time and in the times to come. So I would definitely home in on your telepathy skills. You're going to need them. If the internet, not if, when the internet goes down one day, you're going to need it. Source, self-embodiment, inspiration, you're ready. I think they've just reminded me of something, right? I haven't saw anybody else point this out, right? But I've always clocked it, and I watched that horrible documentary. Well, it's not a documentary, but it depends where you look at it. I watched that horrible film, Leave the World Behind, right, last year. And I happened to watch it. It was really weird. I actually happened to watch it. Now, did I actually watch it on... I think I did, Like, they mention the winter solstice in it, and I actually happened to watch it on the winter solstice. Like, it was so weird. I just happened to be babysitting at my sister's house, and that's the only place I ever watched Netflix. And so I was like, that's weird. But I remember thinking something about this year on the winter solstice, which is what this video is for. But again, I film in advance, so I'm just sort of saying it. I don't know what it means either. There's a lot of creepy shit that happens in that film. I mean, so much so that I've got people in my life that, like, when I've said, "Oh, did you see?" They're like, "No, they didn't even want to watch it because it's that creepy." But yeah, I would just hope and pray that there's nothing remotely like. But we've already heard things, many things, and it just sprang to mind there that they made it pop into my awareness because, it's like the internet goes down, and their phones don't work, and then that affects a whole load of other stuff. If you know, you know. So I'm not getting into that because it's very dark, and it was meant to spread a lot of fear. So yeah, I'm just praying that there's nothing weird happens. So let's all just now, whenever I'll probably publish this like for midnight, today or something, because that's Friday night I'm filming this on. So it's like whenever I publish, if you're taking the time to watch this, because I know people are busy around this time of year, let's just all just pray collectively for the protection of all over the world, for nothing horrible like that, you know what I mean, like anything horrible like that. Because it's kind of like, now I'm thinking, actually, when my alarm kept going off on my iPhone, that happens in that film too. And I knew it was negative programming with me being a hypnotherapist. Even if I wasn't a hypnotherapist, I would have noticed that. But it's because it's a horrible sound, that, anyway. But if you've seen it, like, there's a bit where it keeps going off, and then it was really creepy, and it's because they're trying to link that sound with you being scared. Well, it's really deeper than that. So I basically haven't used that sound. I think, is that right? Or is that sound that was going off today? No, I think I did. No, that's true. I changed the sound because it was one of the ones that, I went into the bit and I changed the sound because I can't even remember what the sound actually is now. That's how much I have that, because it was like a year ago. But I just thought, I can't listen to that sound now because I was associating it with that film. But all the iPhone alarms are annoying. But if you haven't seen the film, you wouldn't know what I'm on about. And trust me, I would just leave it that way. There's just so many horrible things that happen in it. But when they guide me to watch anything that's creepy, or because I don't like horrors, but when they guide me to watch anything like that, it's for a reason. Like, for instance, they got me to watch, when I say they, that's my guides, the light beings, my loved ones, the spirit God, it's like it was that was just for the new people, because everyone else knows that. It was I watched, I watched The Day After Tomorrow, and then the day after I'd watched it, so that actually wouldn't be the day after tomorrow, it was the next day, the day after the day. If that's scrambling my mind, that was when there was a earthquake and then a tsunami warning in Vanuatu, which I believe is somewhere near New Zealand. Again, don't quote me. So again, prayers for that part of the world. I hope that I'm assuming the tsunami didn't actually happen because I actually haven't seen anything since. So, but I'm prepared for them to, you know, get their everything that they need for the damage it caused, and just basically anywhere else in the world where stuff's happening. But I'm sorry to say, it's such a heightened time, yeah. So I'm praying for protection all over the world. Release control, divine will, oceanic consciousness. Cosmic heart source, source of all, true home, just be, heart connection. Essences and energies, attuned to the subtle energies, balanced frequency holders. That's exactly what I was just talking about. So you might have heard me say in the past, like, I'm a key code holder. So you know, we get light codes from the sun and from all over with different sorts of things and solar flares and blah blah blah. But there are some people on the planet like that we are, you know, and it's usually people that have been, like, you know, doing the healing for a long time, and you just basically, I just know, you know, I get the downloads and I just know. And it's yeah, old souls attuned to the subtle energies, balanced frequency holders. So just, it's kind of like, you know, this is particularly whale medicine could speak to you too, but this is like new earth energies. Manifest, co-creation, gratitude, divine alignment, joyful visions. It's, yeah, again guys, I'm so tired I can barely talk here. Telos, Adama, inner earth, etheric retreats, family of light. Yeah, it's just your family of light gathering around you to support you at this time. I think we'll do a couple more and then happy winter or summer solstice. Rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life, cracked open. Oh dear, that's saying kind of dark night of the soul stuff, isn't it? So I'm praying for you if you're in that place, but I hope you're in this place. Silver lining, relief, hope, mercy, it's over, acceptance. So I hope that you're in the part where you've went through the worst and now your rainbow's coming shining through. That's when your dreams will all come true. By S Club 7. Do you know, I'm just trying to think, is that song? That's hilarious. It is, it's Reach, isn't it? Reach for the stars, climb every mountain high. Do you know what I mean? You know, it's funny how like songs do it, but what that song actually reminds me of is not like when it came out, because that was like when I was like a young teenager or something. I think something around that. It actually reminds me of like dancing and like, not so much clubs, but like there's a bar that I used to go all the time. I mean, actually, I was going to say sometimes I'd even night, but not really now. I mean, it's not like never, but like if I was out, actually, if I was out, I would go. But it's kind of like, but what it reminds me of is it's like, actually, I wouldn't, because it's just, I think it's just, I went and it was like Back to the Future. It was not like when I used to go. But the point is, it's like, it always just reminds me like when you've had quite a few, when you're well oiled and you've had quite a few drinks and like just a cheesy song comes on. I don't know, I really like that. Reach for the stars, climb every mountain high and reach for the stars. That's quite funny. But my favourite actually was always Don't Stop Moving, Can You Feel the Music? Na, 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 na. Don't stop moving. Anyway, I can't sing that one, but I love that. Just hearing this Club 7 shit. It's like I wouldn't put it on myself. I'm going to put that on my playlist. It's like I wouldn't put it on my Spotify, but what I'm saying is when it comes on and I'm like a party or a night out or something, I'm fucking loving that shit. So again, this is like what I'm channeling right now is like secret squirrel, like, you know, things that you like, but you know, other people don't need. You know, although my Needus and Deedus at the time would have known, like, oh, Claire likes that, because I'll be up dancing. Ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future, break the chain. Maybe somebody else like that song for me would be going on about it like that. It's quite funny. Oh no, I thought it was the same one. Share your voice, come out the cave, persecution, expression. Yeah, look, so I was kind of saying there, it's kind of like, look, whatever it is you like, just say it. I mean, I've just freaking said it on the internet. I like S Club 7. I'm not their biggest fans or anything, but come to think of it, there aren't too many of their songs I don't like. There's no shame in it. Take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. I think they're trying to tell me that's enough for the message, Claire. And yeah, so I hope you have a lovely, peaceful winter solstice, and just be gentle with yourself. And like I said, this can be a really difficult time of year for many, many people. As we all know, you can miss loved ones in spirit. You can miss loved ones that are that are alive that you don't see anymore. You can miss your twin flame, obviously being the biggest one with what I channel about all the time. We'll all get through it, guys. But I'm wishing you a very Merry Christmas, but I am going to do Merry Christmas ones too if you want to watch them too. But yeah, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year if you're off YouTube, having a wee break like myself, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye.